Victoria's mental health system has found it operates in crisis mode and has catastrophically failed to live up to expectations. Reporter Dana Morse joins us now from Melbourne. Dana, good day. So what came out of the Royal Commission report?
Good morning, Joe. Well, that report that was handed down yesterday after a very lengthy Royal Commission made 65 recommendations. Now, the Victorian Government has promised to implement all 65 in total, and they're wasting no time getting down to it. They've started today by announcing a Care in the Community initiative. Now, that comes off the back of the Royal Commission finding there were so many people presenting at emergency departments with mental health concerns, and that being the first time that they've engaged with any kind of mental health support. And emergency departments are frankly ill-equipped to provide the recommended and required amount of support to these people suffering these mental health concerns. So the Victorian Government have announced they'll be rolling out this Care in the Community initiative that will target 6 areas. Now that's Benalla, Brimbank, Frankston, Greater Geelong, Latrobe Valley and Whittlesea. Now, those areas have all been targeted because they've been deemed high risk of having people presenting with mental health concerns. But the Premier, Daniel Andrews, said this morning it's not just about treating these acute concerns, it's also about recommending general wellness in the community. And here's what he had to say on that.
It's not just about treating illness, it's about keeping people well. And look, we know that there will always be people who, no matter how good the system is, there will be a crisis moment for them, and we need that system to be strong also. That's why there's 179 beds being built and opened right now. There'll need to be a further 100 beds out of the report that was handed down yesterday. But this is all about community treatment and keeping people well, keeping people safe, giving people their fundamental human rights and the dignity that comes from being well and being supported as close to home as possible.
So, Dana, what's the detail on the changes being made?
Well, the government is wasting no time in making these changes, but 65 recommendations, it's going to cost a lot of money, and we don't know where it's going to come from yet, but some have estimated this could be billions of dollars, because we're not just talking about service providers and services, we're also talking about infrastructure. And as the Premier just mentioned, the number of beds required is one of those key estimates. So despite the Royal Commission itself recommending that there be a levy or a tax to pay for all of these recommendations to be implemented, the government have ruled that out so far. So we'll be keeping a very close eye to see where this money plans to come from in the upcoming budget. However, once the recommendations are in place, the Commission has recommended that a Mental Health and Wellbeing Commissioner be appointed as a watchdog for the system. Now, they'll act in the interest of patients and families, giving them someone to report any concerns to, so we don't end up with a system in crisis yet again.
Okay, Dana Morse reporting there from Melbourne. And if you need information or support, you can contact Beyond.